Okay, so this is a strategy I'm going to be testing, working on, but it's basically ORB, which is opening range. I don't know. ORB is something. Basically, think of it like the opening range. Wait, let me go down here. Sorry. Think of it like the opening range of the market. So we'll use this line. Say this is market opening right here, right? Market opens and prices most likely go up. Say the price goes up, it'll keep building, drop a little bit, keep building, and we'll call this the top of the range. So let me show you exactly what I mean. Let me turn my RB off, indicator off. I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean. We'll go 930. So price opened here. Price 930, market opens, and you see you got a big drop. You got a big push of all those buy orders from the night. And then eventually it hits that liquidity and it sells, right? Back to the quote unquote fair price, right? So better than my example right there. So this is what I have, what I've seen, and I think it's gonna be working. So we know markets are like this, right? For markets like this, up here you have people wanting to sell. Down here you have people wanting to buy, right? And that is because say I buy here, right? I buy here, price goes up here. This is 2%, goes up 2%. A lot. I've already made so much that people want to sell. Like I'm gonna be selling right here, right? The buyers bought low and you sell high, right? So if you're shorting the market, you know that this is the where it started a reversal. You want your sell, your what is it called? You want your, what are they called? Your profit, your stop losses right above the highest point, because you are banking that the price is going down because you just saw it went up, right? So say you buy in right here to sell, you short, it goes down, you made $2,000. Woo! You put your stop losses up here, right? Your stop loss up here. This is how the market is. Institutions and a lot of people have their stop losses, or AKA this is liquidity, because say if price goes up here, oh yeah, that's all right. Say if price goes up here and breaks, boom, touches all these stop losses, that means everybody is, all of their positions are liquidated, hence liquidity, and they have to buy, which means the price will go higher. And then some people try to sell because some people might have their stop losses up here, and some people might be moving them. You want to sell to try to reconsolidate and break it and fell down. But this is how you have breakouts. Once it hits a certain point, you'll see the market react and push up higher because you just liquidated so many people and added more fuel to the buying pressure, right? So I like to trade in ranges. Ranges help you figure out what's going on in the game. I don't like when you're new to something and you don't know what's a low, what's a level, where should I stop, where should I start. It's harder that way, right? So the method ORB takes, let me get rid of my volume, takes account of this, right? Say this is New York Open, da 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 da. We have the first minute and the 15th minute. So within 15 minutes of market closing, market starting, we're going to get the highest point, which would be here, and we get the lowest point, which is start. Okay. So after that, you can watch price build up. What you want to see is a breakout of either, or you could trade the range. You could trade the troughs. It depends. If the breakout is high, you could trade up say breakout is here, this is high, this is like 1% from each bound, you could trade this whole thing right here. You didn't know it because you didn't get the full. I like to wait after the first 15 minutes, but you can really just, yeah, after the first 15 minutes, you're going to see price, boom, price goes here, touch, retouch, and breakout. Ideally, that's what we want to see. Ideally, we have our range, which becomes our level of support and resistance in this session. Price will go down. Price might bank off of it, rebound off of this support, break past, rebound. You don't want the first. You don't want it when it first breaks past the ORB range. You want to retest and see price action to make sure that it's an uptrend, and then you can buy in. And the same way going down. It's going to be harder for me talking, so I'll just show you. I built an indicator with the New York sessions, with the session openings in ORB. So this is today. New York opens. This green shaded is the first 15 minutes, okay? So this is the highest point in the 15 minutes. This was the lowest point. This red is the lowest point in the first 15 minutes, right? So we have our bounds. This was a session, was support or resistance I drew before, so we can just get rid of this for now, right? Price went down, after the ORB, what did it do? It broke this first line, but then it went past, okay? So it's not a true, it broke, tried to retest to go down and failed. Went back up. Let's see a higher high. Went down. Went back up. You see, it's like they're not too sure. Even though you're breaking past this line, you're still going up. You're going down. This was a failure. It did not go lower than this price. We can look at this. This. These are all volumetric signs of price increasing. Where you would buy in is you could say, okay, price is not going through. It went, look at the half line. Price went above the half line of the ORB. So say this is not Fibonacci retracement. Just not Fibonacci retracement. What is it called? I don't know what it's called, guys. I don't know what it's called. But say the midpoint. The midpoint is, we could say if it goes above the midpoint, it's a higher probability of going to the top. That's just my theory, right? So price, you would still wait. I would still wait because price is still not showing what it's doing before you buy in. So without showing all that, price went up, didn't touch the ceiling, price went down. It could have been, okay, this is the time. Price is going to go down and really break this structure. It didn't. Price went up, touched the ceiling, consolidation, drop. You're like, okay, I don't know what's going on. Still a higher high than this previous low, right? Higher high than this previous low. It's on par with these. And price is saying, you know what? No, we're good. We got green, red, green, 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 and we're good. We broke past. We could wait. Like, you could be trading all of this, by the way. You could trade from here to here if you're getting your price action correctly. Even if you traded from here, like, you could trade the ups and the troughs as long as they're a good enough move. Look, that's 167 points, right? You could wait for this break, try to retest, didn't retest, went higher. So you could buy in here. So say you bought in here and you would make your stop loss under the next level. So this would be the major level. We could put our stop loss like right here on these body wicks, right? And we could look for our next level of, you know, resistance or support or whatever. I don't feel like looking for it, but you would mark this all out. So I'll say 354, right? Put this up to 354. Now look at that. Price went down, lower low, and it's like choppy, you know. Later in the day, it's more of a playing game. So you really ideally you want to do this early off. You could trade this down deficit, up deficit, but you could still, you stay on, you make sure your figures are good. You wouldn't have gotten stopped out. You can keep going, or you could wait, see how price is. You see how price, you could buy in here, saying, okay, price just showed it's not reversing. I would buy in at this level right here. Put this down here. You're still in a winning position. That's 82 points, and price went up. Oh, right at that level. Yep. I'm gonna show you another one. I'll just go down to yesterday. Actually, it goes for all sessions I've learned. I haven't tested this out fully. I've been doing New York session, but look, all sessions. We can just keep going back and forth. Tokyo. Tokyo opens at 8, ends at 2 a.m. EST, right? Tokyo started here. The lowest low is here. Highest high is here. Your bounds are here, right? Price went up, broke above, retested, right? Went higher. We got a bullish signal. You could buy in right here. Boom. Retested, got support. It went up. How far? Look how far that went. Look how far that went. So say we bought in here. Test, retest. So we bought in here. And I don't have my targets. I'm just drawing in. I'm just seeing how far that price went up before London opened. 341 points. Right? That's ridiculous, right? Just like that. That's how much you made. Obviously, you wouldn't hold on that long. You honestly might sell here. You might sell here. It just depends. But if this is just an overall game, right? I'm going to go to New York session. Game before. New York open. Our highest high is here. Rebounded all the way down. We could have bought in here. Let's go all the way down. We could have bought in here. If you want, I don't know. I guess we look for signals to buy in. And that is the right gap. Price broke through. You're buying right here. Get mine here. Price dropped below. Test down. Went up to test again. Didn't break through high. Lower lows. So on this retest, you could have bought in here and put your stop loss right here, and you would have gotten stopped out because right there. But you could have sold down here. From here to here is what? And you put your stop loss right there. 3.32 risk to reward ratio. Look at that. There you can do it here. Retest, retest, failure signals, big selling signal, right? And then boom, it goes down, and it's in the price is gonna look at the medium point. Look at the medium point. Failed it, drop all the way down there, right? Will go down. London, Tokyo seemed like it was a higher price point, but look, London, same thing. You have your bounds, highest high, price goes down, tries to retest, gets a big bullish signal. You broke past, retest, tried it, big bullish signal. Right here, tried it, bullish signal, and you're up. Sell right here, sell right here. Price tanked, still never broke this level, so you could keep this level. And this where you use other confluences such as the VWAP, right? Your VWAP is not super far down. This price went up here, your VWAP was not rising. Price goes down to get near the VWAP, and look, price just obliterates it. But I'm just talking right now. You could use other confluences like look, different levels of support, different things, but this is just an overall generalization of the ORB. Yeah. So use this with your other strategies as as evidence of what you're gonna do, and you should be straight. I'm gonna trade this tomorrow. We could try. I'm gonna try on NQ. Let's see. That was MNQ. I'll try on yes, just to make sure it's not an MNQ thing, right? We have our ORB. Price goes here. Retest doesn't break. You go up, right? Never goes below. You put your stop loss here. Never goes below. Breaks through. Fails that retest. Breaks two. Fails that retest. But it's a higher high. Goes two. Fails a retest to break structure. Price rises, right? It's not the biggest, and this is active. It's not the biggest, but this is action you can get through. Let's go to London real quick. Price starts. You have your higher high, lower high. Price drops. We got a retest right in here. That's a big drop. Failed retest. Drop. Doesn't break this through. So you could have from here to here. Boom. Not that much. Here to here. Price is never retest fully. So you could dry in here. It's kind of like iffy. Then you have consolidation. This is not what you want. I wouldn't trade from here to here, then here to here, then here to here. I wouldn't trade that, right? You would wait until the market gives you a good entry. We drop past. Still, it's not the best. But you're still getting some decent moves like here, here to here, here to here. Decent-ish moves, but I don't really like London that much. It's kind of iffy. Tokyo and New York seem like the ones for me. Why am I saying Tokyo? We got your sessions. Price goes here, breaks to the bottom, here, failed retest. We get higher. We have this level of resistance that was already here, broke through. Price burst back by resistance, didn't break past this. Let's see. We would look at our VWAP and our other, try it in, but eventually price went up, right? Yeah, hopefully that made sense. It wasn't too difficult. I will do an in-depth trade analysis tomorrow, and we'll see how that goes.